So recently I got the new Raceface Turbine R wheel set, and this isn't my true first ride, as you can tell from the dirt on the hub, but it is my second ride, so I think it's still fair to do a first impressions. You know, first impressions, I can't really tell about the durability of the wheel yet. That's something you figure out long term. And I don't know a whole lot about the ride characteristics, but that's the plan for today, as I'll give you more details on how the wheel rides. But what I can tell you now, before going for a ride, is about the hub engagement. So going back, bam, it's engaged. Like, that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty short engagement. Very nice. And then obviously that hub noise, that's pretty nice too. So I'm gonna hit the trails and give you some of those more detailed qualities, like how it rides and how it goes through the rocks and the corners and all that. So time to hit the trails. And the trails I'm riding today are at Box Canyon, and I think Box Canyon's gonna be a good ride for today because you got a mix of fast chunky stuff and then also some single track. So I think it'll be a good ride. Be able to give some good thoughts on the wheel. So let's go. All right, that section is so fun, so fast. All right, this is the single track portion of Box Canyon. Let's get moving. That was running out more than I thought it would be. That was hectic. Way more rutted in that big 180 turn. All right, time to pedal back up and go back home. I just finished up my ride, so I'm going to talk about the characteristics of the wheel. Some of those corners on that second trail, when you come out of them, that engagement feels real nice. You can get on the pedals right away, so you can keep your speed up a little bit more, which I really like. Once again, I can't really speak for the durability since it was only one ride, but as a reference point, that first double track kind of trail, I averaged 25 miles an hour down. So 25 miles an hour down the Chundry loose rocks. Said something about the wheel, that it did as well as it did. And then the second trail, pretty rocky too, that was 20 miles an hour and that held up well. So, I mean, I can't definitively say the durability is good, but it's definitely suggesting that it will be. And like I said, those hubs are nice. You come out of those corners right on the pedals. It's pretty awesome. So far I'm liking them. This is just a first impression. I may or may not give a long-term review in a few months, but for right now, I'm a big fan of the Raceface Turbine Rs, and I'd recommend them, especially for the value proposition. For that price point, it's a good set of aluminum wheels, and it's got a nice hub on it for the price point. So I'd recommend them for an aluminum wheel set. Now I'm done with my review. Time for standard practices, post-ride thoughts. So today's ride, I'm honestly surprised I was as fast as I was. The second trail is called Peak to Pavement on Strava, and I got second place on the leaderboard, only 1 second off the KOM, which is really shocking to me because on both my runs down that, I ran into hikers and like had to slow down quite substantially. So the fact that I was that close to the KOM despite those issues is pretty awesome. I think that means I can definitely get that KOM real soon. And then that fast double track trail, I got 5th on the leaderboard, which is pretty solid. Through that loose, kind of wide left-hand turn, I went slower than I could have. I could have carried more speed. That's my takeaway with that one. But I mean, overall, I felt like I was riding really well. I was doing well in the corners and everything. Like I really felt like I was holding traction the whole time. So I mean, I'm super happy with today's ride. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. So see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.